Hi brothers and sisters. This is rather an unusual video for me, but I feel as though that I need to do this video out of my house today. I usually like having the lights set up and all the rest of it, but I decided just to come out, meditate, and while I'm here, talk to you guys. Acts 17, New Testament in the Bible, talks about younger people will prophesy and older people will have dreams and visions, and you know, the Spirit will be poured out on sons and daughters, etc., etc. This is talking about the end times, and I feel as though, really feel that these are the end times. I think it's time that people wake up, to be honest with you, because I remember you know, a couple of years ago when I was praying, this is in my early days as a born again Christian, and I was praying and praying about something I can't remember now. Holy Spirit saying to me, look up the word soul. And I thought, what's that got to do with my vision? So I looked at the word soul, and to my amazement, it said in the Oxford Dictionary that soul is the immortal part of you that never dies. And then it started to make me think, you know, well, if it's the immortal part that doesn't die, where does it go to? You know, what happens to your soul? And I was baptized by this point, but it made me realize, you know, we don't really know a great deal, and it's scary, to be honest with you. But that's just what I thought at the time. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to discuss my dream that I had several months ago, and I prayed on it, and I've spoken to several people about it. I feel as though I'd like to share it with you as well. And it's quite an interesting dream, because I was praying about a person that I thought would be a potential husband. Here we go again. Yeah, I know, but it wasn't to be. And to cut a long story short, God did answer the prayer for that one, and it was a definite no-no. He basically showed me that his head and his heart was not in the right place. His body, it's funny, it's strange actually, because his body was in a red suit, in a war army type suit, and it showed he was headless, and his head was on the floor, and his body was upright in a chair. And I wasn't frightened by the vision at all. It didn't give me any fear or anything like that, but it made me realize that God was telling me that this guy, you know, he what he says in his head is not in his heart. So I've prayed on that again just to make sure, and I've had that confirmed with people that I've spoken to, and you know, that's a definite no-no. So moving on from that, I want to talk about this other dream, because Acts 2:17, younger people will prophesy, older people will dream dreams. And this dream came about after 3.5 days fasting, of which I'm going through at the moment, to doing another few days fasting. And this particular dream was very interesting, because the Holy Spirit woke me up. I did a video on this before and said, be still. And this is a message that I've been getting from God several times now, because I think I am becoming a bit anxious with not just because of the COVID, but because of what is actually happening in this world at the moment. And it's kind of scary, really. But this particular dream was very interesting, because it was a chessboard, and I haven't played chess for years, and I mean over 30 plus years, and I didn't understand it at first. But while I was in this dream, there was a chessboard with the enemy on one side. I was gonna say he was in black, but he wasn't. He was in a very dark green color. He was a lizard. Can't get my words out now. It's quite disturbing, I suppose. He was a lizard type creature. Clearly he was the devil, and he had very long fingernails, which was what I thought was very strange, because I thought, how can he play chess with those long fingers? And to cut a long story short, every time the devil made his move on the chessboard, there was hate on the earth. when he moved his chess piece again on the board, there was lies, racism, prejudice, diseases, all these sort of things were happening on the earth every single time the devil moved his chess piece. Now, on the other side was God, the Spirit. And although I couldn't see the Spirit, couldn't see God, I was aware that it was God on the right-hand side, which is interesting because he was on the right-hand side. Back to the chess game. It had the enemy, as I said, had the enemy on one side, on the left-hand side, and he was moving his pieces, and on the earth there was all this hate and lies and rapes and fornications and all the rest of it, the arguing and everything that was dark, basically. That was the enemy. On the right-hand side was, as I said, the Spirit, and that was God. And as I said, I couldn't see him, but I was very aware that he was there. And all his pieces in the chess game were all still. They weren't moving at all. And I thought to myself, this is a strange game. All God's pieces were all still. They were all smack bang in the middle of each square, nice and clean. And, you know, the white and gold were the colours that I saw on these chess pieces. And none of them were moving. So I thought, well, how can you play a game of chess where the enemy is moving all his pieces? Well, God isn't moving any of his pieces. But clearly, God doesn't need to move. Why does he? He knows what's happening. He knows the beginning and the end. He's omnipresent. So he knows what's going to happen next. You know, and it's in the Bible. If we need to know what is going to happen next, we have to read that Bible. We have to have a real understanding of what is going off in the world and put our suit of armor on and get our thinking caps on and understand that we are seriously in the end times. I know there's rumors about things happening this September. You know, I've had a date that says September the 26th. I don't know what it means yet. I don't think it's necessarily the end of the world, you know, or God's going to rapture us. You know, I haven't actually planned how I'm going to do, or how I was going to do this video. I just decided just to get out and let the Holy Spirit lead me. But I have noticed that on the YouTube, on some Israeli news, that there has been a burnt offering. You know, as I said, it shouldn't be scary, because we should be pleased that this is happening. But while we are pleased that this possibly may be happening, we have to realize that this is a sign that is mentioned in Matthew 24, that we have to be aware of what is happening in the world. We have to also be aware of Satan's devices. He is out there to kill and destroy. And you know what? This year, he is ramping it up. And I've said this all over Facebook, and people just think I'm ranting and raving, and that's fine. I don't care. You know, I'm just being led by the Holy Spirit, and that's the way that it is. There are churches in America. I know we're in England, but I have to look at the news all over the place. And there are churches in America that have been banned from worshipping. They've also been banned for worshipping in their homes as well, in small groups. There's all sorts of things going off. And although there was an interesting video just recently from, I don't know her name, I think it's Melinda Trump. Sorry if I got her name wrong. I don't follow Melinda. I think her name's Melinda or Miranda. Anyway, moving on. Trump's wife, anyway. She put something on YouTube, and it sounded great. And then I realised afterwards, she didn't actually say the word Jesus, you know. And without sort of going into much detail about her particular video, she has a form of godliness, and you know, I'm not going to criticise her. I'm just glad that, you know, the people are waking up to what is being said. We are one accord together. If we unite and not fight against each other, you know, we will be strong. But if we listen to all that is going off in the world that divides us and brings about hate and lies and all the rest of it, then we're not going to be ready. And I feel as though I have to do this video to make people realize that You know, Jesus is coming soon, and when he comes back, as said in 10:34, he is not coming to play games. He is coming back with a sword. It says very clearly, I have not come to bring a sword. I have not come to bring peace. I have come to bring a sword. And then, you know, on YouTube, recent videos are saying things like, we're building this temple because Jesus is not Jesus. They don't even mention Jesus. They say when the Messiah comes, he will bring about peace. No. If they go to Matthew 10:34, it says very clearly, I'm not coming to bring peace. I'm coming with a sword.